Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Keith from CryptoCoinMindSet. I hope you're doing great today. Excuse me. And as always, I'm here to help you get your mindset on crypto. I hope everything is going great today. I really, really do. I've got a few things lined up I want to talk about today. And yeah, we're going to take it where it goes. If you're just tuning in, make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, if you're new here, if you're following me along on Facebook, make sure you like the page, Crypto Coin Mindset. And if you're on Twitter, share it around. Love to have more people in here jumping in the live chat. And if that's the case, make sure you put some questions in the live chat so we can talk about those a little bit later on. And by the end of this, we're going to talk about Friday's live stream. Friday night started maiden voyage last Friday. We'll talk about that more, crypto on the rocks, in a little bit. All right, so where are we starting off? It makes sense to me that a good place to start off would be in the markets. So let's take a quick look here at CoinGecko. I was about to say CoinMarketCap, but CoinGecko, and see where we are with regard to the cryptocurrency prices. All right, let me refresh this so we can see what the latest is. And as expected, I mean, if you hang around crypto Twitter or even YouTube, you know that Bitcoin volatility is at literally an all-time low. It is like stagnant. It's going in a very small range right now. Excuse me. And yeah, it's crazy. All-time low in volatility. And it's hovering in that $29,000 range. And, you know, one of the things I want to point out is that I actually put out a video, and at the end of this live stream, I'll make sure there's a link in the description below, basically talking about front running the market. And that was when all of the Bitcoin ETFs applications started heading into the SEC. And I told you then, and I still believe, that all of these Bitcoin spot ETFs are going to be approved. They really are. I mean, again, you've got BlackRock as like the main person or main group trying to get a spot ETF. Now, again, if you're watching the news, etc., you know that again, the SEC has delayed another Bitcoin spot ETF. So basically what they're doing is they're kicking the can down the road to 2024 because they've started a shitstorm here in the cryptocurrency space, basically suing everybody and their brother. And now it's like, hello. Anyway, and now dealing with the shitstorm that is their approval for licensure for Prometheus. Who the hell is that? Where did they come from? This is the kind of shit that makes you believe that it's nothing but corruption in our government. Because how can Gary deny at the same type of licensure to the likes of Coinbase, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States, who literally works with him and regulators as much as possible and has to sue them in order to get responses from them. But again, different time. And I know I'm kind of already getting off track. We started talking about pricing, and the next thing you know, here we are. We're down the screw that Gary Gensler and the SEC. And while I'm all about that, yeah, not really where I want to go. The point is that these ETFs are eventually going to get approved, and when they do, again, trillions of dollars sitting on the sidelines, waiting to come into cryptocurrency to have these spot ETFs. And again, I put out a video when that all started, basically saying now's the time to front run the market. At that time, when I put that video out, Bitcoin was hovering in that $30,000 to $32,000 range. And so if you bought then, again, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm some guy on YouTube, an old guy for that matter, but if you listened at that point and bought Bitcoin, you're down a little bit with the current price being in the $29,000 range. So again, if you're looking to still front run the market, I don't know. I again, not financial advice, but I don't know. I think that this is going to be pretty close to where we're going to bounce from once it's time to start going up. Whether or not it's due to these ETF approvals, that remains to be seen. But the opportunities to front run the market are slowly shrinking. Now, at the end of that video, I did put out something else. I put a suggestion of a cryptocurrency that I was stacking on the side that I thought might be worth you looking and, you know, saying, well, maybe. And that crypto was Thorchain. Rune is the actual ticker for Thorchain. Basically, they are a decentralized cryptocurrency exchange platform. You can literally exchange between Bitcoin and Ethereum without any centralized cryptocurrency entity like Coinbase or Gemini. Now, again, remember, you'll see links in the description below with regard to Gemini and Gemini and Coinbase. And I really do believe that, you know, they're decent centralized cryptocurrency exchanges. But the future of this, let's refresh this a little bit. Sorry, I forgot to do that. And we're at $1.49, which is significantly up from what I told you. When I actually mentioned that you should probably check out Rune Thorchain here, I believe the price was still in the upper 90-cent bracket. So, yeah, you'd be up quite a bit if you did that. Matter of fact, let's go take a quick look at the charts here. So, here's 24 hours. And look at it. I mean, it's down right now from where it was. I mean, this looks like it was about the peak right here, which was about $1.65. Oh, yeah, right here. $1.65 in the last 24 hours. I mean, what can you say? But look at its all-time high, $20. And that was like at the peak of the last bull cycle. And good Lord, that was just on, it didn't even have everything built out, but you know, I'm right sometimes. All right, let's take a look at the week, the 7-day here. And you can see steady incline on the 7-day, heading on up and, you know, dropping back. It's like anything else. People want to take profits. I understand. And I highly encourage you to take profits. And again, look at the 14-day. You're talking right here. It was in the low 90s. And this is probably around when I was not recommending it, but when I was mentioning you should check out Thorchain. And look at that. It's just been a slow, steady climb from there. And we're now, even being down a little bit in the last 24 hours, hovering at almost $1.50 per. Now, I have every intention on doing videos with regard to Thorchain. They have some great DeFi opportunities to earn yield on Thorchain that are even above and beyond the normal liquidity providing and farming yields that you can find on most DeFi platforms. So watch for those. They're coming. So that way you can, I don't know, see, is this for you? I would highly recommend that you go ahead and check out Thorchain if you're looking for the ability to be able to do some DeFi work. Thorchain, I think, is going to be providing you the greatest opportunity as we head into this next bull cycle. Now, again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Look, just some old guy here on YouTube or wherever you're watching me. Okay, so again, do your own research. Go ahead and check that out. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button because it helps me out. And make sure you turn on all notifications. That way you get notified every time I put out some great videos and every time I go live. So I really appreciate that. Another way to know a lot of this great information is by subscribing to my newsletter. So the link for that will be in the description below at the end of this live stream. So make sure you head over there, subscribe to the newsletter. I'm a one-man band, so I try to get information out, like general information out, one, as it happens, and two, at least in general, every couple of weeks. But I do send out notifications every time I'm going live, usually a couple of days before, just to remind you. And then right as I'm going live, I'm sending out another notification to make sure that you can click the link and watch the live stream. So again, link to join the newsletter in the description below. Appreciate you doing that. Look forward to having you in the mailing list and getting this information. All right. So one other thing I want to point out, I know in some past streams, including Friday, even though he was only in the live stream, we've had Crypto Jar with us online. And he's not joining us today because he is at the Futurist conference that's taking place in Canada. Matter of fact, hang on, I'm going to bring that up right now because I want you to see what's up with that right here. Blockchain Futurist Conference. This is the largest event of this type in Canada, as I understand it. And he's been attending. Matter of fact, if you've noticed, a few of the larger influencers on YouTube are sending you a video here or there as they're doing a lot of this meetup and networking prior to the actual conference this coming weekend. And that's what Crypto Jar is doing. So that's great. I look forward to talking to him about all of that. And hopefully we'll get him to be able to give us some great information about this and what it's all about. So let's if you're watching there, Crypto Jar, we'll be waiting to hear it. All right, right now, let's go take a quick look at the promotional video for this. It's about 2 minutes long. So yeah, it'll be, whoops. Oh, good Lord. It'll be good information. Here we go.
We're here at Blockchain Futures Conference, the largest conference in Canada. Over 6,000 people coming from all across Canada, all around the world, here in downtown Toronto.
It's nice to be welcoming everybody to Toronto here. It's been a really quiet last few years, so it's really nice to see people getting together and people out again.
And the great thing about Untraceable Events and the Futurist Conference is not only is you're seeing big players in the ecosystem, but you're also seeing really new faces. People are just starting brand new companies. So it's just like a lot of variety in who comes.
A lot of great speakers, people that care about crypto. You got, obviously, I think there's a lot of use for crypto in Canada, and good to see that there's a lot of people here that support that.
We're excited about the hackathon that's taking place. So we're super excited to see what hackers are building. We've got a number of developer evangelists and developer advocates up there.
Yes, some really cool projects, and they're really enjoying listening to what they have to say.
We're making a game that tracks your habits.
We're building decentralized DeFi scores.
We're working on a NFT ticketing service.
So we're building a decentralized pet registry.
Everybody supporting the crypto industry. Great to see so much innovation here. Really well organized event. Really excited to be here. We love it here. Best conference in Canada for sure.
The knowledge, the resources, the culture, the amount of people, just everything about this conference is truly fantastic. You truly need to be here to experience it.
Sorry, my mic was muted. Crypto Jar is there, and he will be hopefully enjoying that and getting a lot of great information. And hopefully he'll share some of that with us. I'm sure he will. But I'm going to guess he's going to put a lot of that on his own platforms. And we'll let you know as he does that. We'll share that information because you want to know what? These kind of conferences are key. I'm actually looking at another one for 2024 down in Tennessee. You know which one that is? I'll let you find that your own. All right. Anyway, so I might be attending that one. So let's move the conversation. Though that's a great conversation to have about these conferences. Let's move the conversation a little bit over to something I saw on Twitter today. All right. And actually, it was news last week. I think it was the last live stream I did. I talked about PayPal issuing out their PYUSD stablecoin. Well, guess what? Now they're working with Ledger and giving U.S. residents a way to use PayPal to onboard into cryptocurrency. So if I can actually find the dang thing. Here it is. All right. Sorry about that. Excuse me. So PayPal teams up with Ledger on fiat on-ramp for U.S. users. I mean, that's again, you know, if you watched my live stream last week, you know that I have mixed feelings with regard to PayPal. Matter of fact, there'll be a link to that live stream in the description below. So make sure you go ahead and check that out if you didn't already do that. And just a reminder that I'm here live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern, talking about the latest cryptocurrency topics, news, or whatever, breaking news, breaking events that are going on in the cryptocurrency space. And much like today, there's not a whole lot of real important things in the sense of new innovation going on that would be worth an entire live stream. However, there are a number of little things, and that's why we started out with the markets, moved on to the Futurist conference, and then a little bit of you should have checked out Thorchain, and you should probably still do it. Again, links to all of that will be in the description below. But now, here we go. PayPal stablecoin. Again, mixed feelings about that. I think it'll be helpful with regard to giving the average person who isn't already involved in cryptocurrency and blockchain the ability to be able to learn about it, experience it, even if it is in a centralized form. And remember, there are all those drawbacks to their USD peg stablecoin, where it's operating, as I put it last week, as pretty much a CBDC. And again, if you're not familiar with CBDCs, I'll put a link to some articles I did on my website, CryptoCoinMindSet.com. So head over there, check out the blog. And those articles break down exactly what CBDCs are, the different types of CBDCs, and the good, the bad, the ugly about CBDCs. Also, I'll put a link to exactly what a stable coin is. Did a breakdown of all of the assets in the cryptocurrency space. So stable coins, tokens, and I'm having a brain cramp right now. Anyway, I did individual articles about all of those, but I'm going to put the one for stable coins in the description below as well after this live stream is over. So that's the next move by PayPal here. And again, PayPal, why this is big. I mean, PayPal has over 400 million users. So even though right now, again, this is stuff they're rolling out to the US only, that's still a lot of new users, that many of which, probably the majority of which, have no exposure to cryptocurrency whatsoever. So even though this will be their first exposure to cryptocurrency, hopefully they understand the potential of it, the future of it, the power of it, the individual autonomy of it, not PayPal, but cryptocurrency in general, and they start to learn more about the space and embrace the space. That, to me, would be a huge deal. All right. So what's the next thing I got? Well, you know what? Let's take a quick second here. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you jump in that live chat. I don't see any comments in there. I see a bunch of you on the stream, but nobody in the live chat. So at least jump in there, say, hey, where you're from. If you've got a question, put it in there. I'll answer it, or I'll do my best to answer it anyway. And let me know where you're watching. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, Twitter, where you're watching from. So, matter of fact, if you're watching on Twitter, you'll notice you can't really comment currently in that stream. But if you jump on over to YouTube, you can actually jump right in the live chat, and I encourage you to do that. And again, make sure you send that, share this with other people who are interested in cryptocurrency. I appreciate it. Helps to grow my channel, and I really appreciate that kind of support and the fact that you're here. Appreciate the support. Okay, so enough of that. So let's jump in to my next thing I wanted to kind of just cover and throw out there. Where is it? There it is. Here we go. One of the things that I reported about when it happened was El Salvador, when they made cryptocurrency legal tender. And they got and they're still getting so much pushback from groups like the IMF and the WEF, because money is basically how governments and these NGOs, these non-government organizations like the WEF and the IMF, control people. Now, these groups like the IMF use their IMF, International Monetary Fund, probably I should let you know that. They use the power they wield by giving loans to governments, basically, as a way to control them. A couple of comments coming in here. All right. Hey, Freak Space. Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. New sub. Excellent. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate you helping me grow that channel. Welcome. Hopefully you find good quality content here, and I can give you some information to help you out. You got any questions? Throw them in there. Appreciate it. Welcome. All right. So let's, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So here we go with now El Salvador. Basically, bond ratings for El Salvador are huge up. And you want to know what? Good for them. Because after all the grief they took by making Bitcoin legal tender, and then investing in Bitcoin and investing in Bitcoin and investing in Bitcoin and their volcano bonds and so on and so forth. And if any of this is news to you, or the stuff that I'm saying, again, make sure you head over to CryptoCoinMindSet.com, check it out, and all that information. Just search El Salvador and you'll find all kinds of information with regard to El Salvador and how they adopted Bitcoin and so forth and so on. And there are groups literally down in El Salvador right now helping to expand this. And you know, not for nothing, there was a tweet that I honestly should have put here because it goes so well with what this is talking about with regard to the bonds for El Salvador. But basically, El Salvador's president, Bukele, I don't know, I'm probably butchering that, I'm sorry. Basically, he put out a tweet saying, you know, I so want to just tweet and tell you I told you so. Yes, do that, please, because you want to know what? You did. And good for you. And more countries, I know there are a number of countries that are looking into doing similar things to what El Salvador that has done and is doing with regard to adoption of Bitcoin and making sure they invest in Bitcoin, holding Bitcoin, and growing their economy and such around Bitcoin. And you want to know what? Good for them. Their economy is even looking up. You can go to El Salvador. As a matter of fact, Binance. I think I reported on this in the last live stream. Binance has a license to operate legally in El Salvador. Good for them. It's about damn time. And you want to know what? If countries are going to be the complete opposite of the United States, again, because U.S. centric here, but if you're from another country, welcome. I'm trying to put out, especially in these live streams, other information that covers everybody. And this is one of those. I mean, El Salvador is basically leading the way with regard to Bitcoin adoption. So I don't know, props. That's all I got. Props. And they're starting to reap the rewards of the forward-thinking or the forward-looking president Bukele's idea of adopting Bitcoin and making it legal tender with the US dollar. I don't know. What do you think about that? Put your comments about that in the live stream. Appreciate that. Or if you're watching this on the replay, tell me in the comments that'll be below this video. All right. But again, props to El Salvador. I think it's huge. This is huge news. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot more from El Salvador with regard to this adoption of Bitcoin and how it is going to positively affect them, their country, their economy, and the citizens of El Salvador. And again, thank you for being the complete opposite of the United States with regard to the adoption of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Yes, I know Congress is slowly trying to catch up, but again, our government is so bloated and corrupt. It's just, yeah, it'll be a slow, arduous process at best. All right. Now, if you have been visiting my blog, you know that I have been putting a lot of information out regarding cryptocurrency wallets, and in particular, how to operate very effectively in the wallet. So explaining what a wallet is, what is a seed phrase, how do you generate a seed phrase, how do you secure that, how do you back up your wallet, how do you, I mean, just everything. And I've got more and more information coming out and already done, ready to come out. Matter of fact, there'll be another one hitting tomorrow. So around 6 p.m. on Thursday. So make sure you go check that out tomorrow on my website, see what the latest is. And there's a reason, because I'm assuming most of the people watching this were around when with the FTX collapse. And that should have been the primary indicator to you that you need to be able to take custody of your own cryptocurrency. Okay. You shouldn't be using an exchange as a bank. They're not banks. And not for nothing, I know like Kraken, for example, has a banking license in Wyoming, and they're going to be moving in that direction to try and marry those two. And not for nothing, I know that's what Coinbase wants to do, and frankly, whatever this Prometheus is looking to do with the new license that they just received. But anyway, sometimes I go off and I just lost my entire train of thoughts. The old guy thing. Sorry. Anyway, so for what that's worth. But check out my website. You need to definitely self-custody. And in the description of this live stream, once it's done, I'll have some links to the top hardware wallets that I use and suggest you use with regard to self-custody of your cryptocurrency. Again, non-custodial wallet, at least hardware wallet, especially for long-term holding. And I'm going to be putting out another one. I just received, there we go. I just received in the Tangem wallet from them. Told them I'm going to do a video on that, show people about the Tangem wallet. I'll tell you how I like it, and if I like it and use it, I'll add that in the description below as well. It's a different idea to cryptocurrency wallets to me, so I appreciate the fact that they sent that to me. So Tangem, if you're watching, thank you very much, and that video will be coming out soon. All right, and the reason I'm talking about this is because of this next tweet that I came across on Twitter. And it's a story that honestly has been around for a while. But here we go. This guy, and this post tweet was from Altcoin Daily. This guy right here, this poor guy, has over 7,000 BTC in a password protected hard drive, and he lost the password. He basically has 2 tries left before the hard drive encrypts itself, and those say that again 5 times fast. Those Bitcoin get lost forever. Now, let's talk about that for just a minute. There'll only be 21 million Bitcoin. We're already into over 19 million of those out and into existence. But because of things like this, it's estimated that there is between maybe 4 and 5 million that are lost forever. They're just sitting there on the blockchain, either haven't been touched, moved, whatever. And the assumption is that the majority of these are just, they've lost access to that wallet. Now, it sounds to me from what this tweet is saying that he has this in a password protected hard drive. So it sounds to me like he made his own cryptocurrency wallet, excuse me, to protect his Bitcoin. And in the video that I went over when that whole Ledger Recover thing happened with Andreas Antonopoulos and Jameson Lopp from Casa, Andreas Antonopoulos, wow, say, please don't hate me, Andreas, for butchering your name. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has. Okay, when Andreas Antonopoulos, part of it that I highlighted and pointed out in that video, he says that often people basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, create these wallets to be so secure that it's technically above their ability to do so. So, you know, they make everything, they make it so secure that they've locked themselves out of these wallets. And I'll tell you what, how scary is that? I mean, for this guy right here, how scary is that? You 7,000 BTC, and I know there are wallets out there that hold more than that, but 7,000 BTC. Wouldn't you like to have 7,000 BTC? I would. Good Lord, of course. So there's a couple of points to take away from this. One, make sure that when you secure your crypto, which again, do not use a cryptocurrency exchange as your storage, as a bank. That's not what they're meant for. You go to a cryptocurrency exchange, you do what you got to do, and you get the hell out. Take your crypto off that exchange at the earliest possible opportunity. Then you need to put it into a cold storage, offline cryptocurrency wallet. Again, links to all the information explaining all of that from my blog. I'll be in the description of this live stream at the end of the stream. Make sure you check that out, especially if you're new here. If you're new here and a lot of these terms and things I'm throwing out there to you, you're like, okay, what the heck is he talking about? You definitely need to visit that. Head over there. Get your head wrapped around this information, because you want to know what? You're the bank, man. You are the bank. You are the person who should be going and making sure you have not only the physical custody of your cryptocurrency and or your private keys, but the autonomy that goes along with it. So again, the first step, if you're going to use a centralized exchange, do what you got to do, get the hell out. Once you get it off, your crypto off the exchange, yes, into a self-custody wallet. Again, links in the description below to the recommended self-custody wallets that I use and recommend. Watch for more videos coming out. And then what? Well, then, you know what? You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. So, like this guy, 7,000 Bitcoin in one wallet. Now, if he owns 70,000 Bitcoin, okay, great. Now you've distributed that. So if that's the case, then okay, you're going to take a hit, potentially losing the 7,000 Bitcoin that he's locked himself out of here at this point. But you still got another 63,000 if that's the case, right? But that's the point. You need to make sure you spread out your risk. Yes, that requires you to back up more wallets. That requires you to use additional devices. And that's the other piece of that when you're spreading that out. Use different devices. We saw what happened with Ledger Recover. Again, my video, a link to my video about that and to the article I did on the website will be in the description of this live stream later. But, okay, technically, you have to trust whatever wallet manufacturer is out there, okay? And I know a lot of people say, well, what about Ledger? At least it's open source and you can see. And you're right. That, to me, is an additional layer of security with regard to that particular product. Again, link to Trezor in the description below. I love Trezor. And that doesn't, and here's the thing you need to wrap your head around. Even though it's open source and, you know, constantly audited by, you know, crypto enthusiasts and other developers in the space, that doesn't stop Trezor from injecting code to remove private keys. It just means that when it gets audited, people will know about it. So, yes, again, additional layer of security overall. And I think, you know, you have to decide, given your risk tolerance, whether you prefer something proprietary like Ledger or something open source like Trezor. So what have we just wrapped our head around? To not be this guy right here. If you're going on a centralized cryptocurrency exchange, you get in, you get out, you get your money off. You need to put it into a self-custody wallet at the very least, preferably, especially for amounts that are going to be long-term hodl, obviously a hardware wallet. And once you do that, you need to spread that out to multiple hardware wallets. And once you do that, you got to make sure you have these seed phrases in a secure location. You need to make sure that you have multiple copies of this in multiple secure locations. And again, think additional layers of security. So multiple copies, multiple layers of security. So in multiple locations, fireproof, waterproof, different geographic locations. You also may want to consider there are a lot of these providers, such as SafePal, Ledger, that put out steal options. So basically, for example, the Ledger Steal Capsule, which I've talked about before, you can take your seed phrase into this nice metal capsule, slide it on there, secure it up, and it's basically fireproof, waterproof, destruction proof. And SafePal has something similar, and as a matter of fact, they combine it with their SafePal S1. They call it the hardcore bundle. Excuse me. So you not only get the air-gapped hardware wallet, but you also get the steel sheet where you put in the tiles for your seed phrase. Again, fireproof, waterproof, damage proof. These are the security layer options I talk about in all of those articles. So make sure you go ahead and check those out. At the end of the day, you don't want to be another tweet here on Twitter. And I'm not making fun of this guy. I would hate to be this guy right now. Just, yeah, I would not want to be him. But do what you feel comfortable with doing. And again, even if that's something more as a hot wallet, as long as it's self-custody, at least you're moving in the right direction. And as you learn more about how to use wallets, and again, there'll be videos here on this channel. I have an entire playlist on this channel with videos from myself and other YouTube influencers who have great amounts of information regarding wallets. I'll put a link to that in the description below. And yeah, we walk you through it, like pretty much every wallet, and some of them are multiple videos on the same wallet. So you know, if somebody forgets something, or you don't understand a point they're making with the step-by-step that they're doing, there's another video that'll help you to figure out that process. So again, playlist in the description below. Check it out. Make sure you go and use this space for what it's meant for. Okay, use it to help to free yourself from this financial system. And you've heard me say it before, that's in slow motion free fall. I think it was 2 live streams back, we talked about the latest bank collapse that didn't get any coverage. Why? Because they're trying not to panic people. Because honestly, if enough people were awake about what's going on here, there'd be an influx to crypto and other things, and there'd be like a mutiny. But anyway, I'm getting long here, and I think I'm going to start to wrap it up. So, like, quick look here in the live chat. Again, appreciate those who put the comments in the live chat. and I don't see any additional ones. So, all right, no problem. We're going to start wrapping this up. And again, I would, oops, wait a minute. I messed that up. Sorry about that, guys. Oh boy. If you want to find all of my official social media channels, and if you're looking to help support the channel, I don't mind a crypto donation here or there. Check out Cointree. Link will be in the description below. Cointree, so cointr.ee/ccm for CryptoCoinMindSet. And you can find all of my official social media channels there. And the way to easily give me a tip and support what it is I'm doing, the information I'm putting out, I really, really do appreciate that. So make sure you check out Cointree. And again, one more time, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. You'll know when I'm going live all the time. Link is in the description below. You'll get additional information as it happens. Try to put out good general encompassing information every couple of weeks, and notifications every time I'm heading live. So head on over, make sure you sign, or head down into the description, get to that link and sign up for the newsletter. All right, that's going to do it for today. I appreciate everybody that's been here. We'll be talking to you soon. So all right, that's going to conclude the live stream. I would like to say thank you for watching me live. I really appreciate the support and your interaction in the live chat. But there's a couple of other things I'd like to talk about as well. Now, I'd like to take a moment to say you need to beware of scammers. With the advent of generative AI, it is becoming easier and easier for scammers to make you think that I am sitting here on YouTube or whatever other platform and asking you for money, your private keys, God only knows. I'm here to tell you, I will not ask you for your private keys. I will not ask you for any money. So if someone has reached out to you saying they're me, it is not me. Now that we got that unpleasantness out of the way, let's talk about how I can help you. Beside all the great content that I put out on all of my social media platforms, especially here on YouTube and Odyssey, I also provide personal one-on-one consulting. I'll put a link in the description below. If you're interested in a personal consultation to help you with whatever it is you're having difficulty with in cryptocurrency, click that link. We'll make it happen. I look forward to being able to help you with whatever it is you need. Remember, I will not provide financial advice. I'm not going to handle your crypto, nothing like that. But if you need help with anything else, feel free to hit that consult button and we'll make it happen. Now, I also have a Telegram channel. There's an open Telegram, which you see here. Link in the description below. Head on over there. I'm posting in there all the time. But I also have a private Telegram. Now, I do charge a small fee for that because you have more direct access to me. So if you have a question, it's a little easier to get that kind of thing answered if it's something simple. Not to mention, I put out different information inside the private Telegram group. Sometimes different trades I'm doing, etc. So you can get a leg up if you're a trader. Links for all that in the description below. Now finally, if you're looking to support the channel, there's a few different ways you can do it. Inside of all the descriptions on my videos, there are a bunch of different links. Some of them are affiliate links. Basically, those affiliate links provide me and my channel with a small compensation if you decide to utilize whatever product or service that I'm promoting there. Realize that I don't promote anything that I don't use myself. So rest assured that if the link is there, I believe in it. If you use Brave browser, you can also send me a tip on Brave browser. I am a certified content creator on Brave. So if you're a Brave user, you know how to do that. And finally, you can head on over to Cointree. Link in the description below. On Cointree, you have the ability to send me a tip. More importantly, on Cointree, I have listed all my official social media links. So you can rest assured if you want to follow me and everything that I put out for CryptoCoinMindSet, these are the links where you're going to find all that information.